to WRPB and WRPB Studios. So with me, sometimes I'm blessed to have people that look better than me, which is most times. With me is a pretty young lady called Jules Gurney, and it's I Am Activewear.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start from scratch. What is I Am Activewear?
I Am Activewear is a brand that I've created a couple years ago for anyone who wants to be or stay active. The clothes allow you to even go to work with. And if you want to go to the gym afterwards, just put on some sneakers, take off your jacket, and head to the gym. You don't have to change.
Okay, so the question I ask is why? Why'd you get into that?
Okay, back in 2016, May 2016 to be exact, my firstborn, who was then 32 years old, passed away from a rare blood clot disease.
Oh, so,
It's called antiphospholipid syndrome. And after he passed, for 2 years, the next 2 years, I went into a deep depression where I put on over 50 pounds on my body. I used to be very active prior to that and very fit. And one night in my dream, he came up to me and showed me. He said, "I have 2 minute permission to talk to you. Look at me. I am good." He kept saying, "I am good. You need to be as well." I woke up that morning. I told my husband, Lee came into my dream and told me, I need to get healthy. I need to get back in shape. I'm going to do that. So my husband, of course, took pictures of me because I want to show people transformation. And he even told me, "You always wanted to do fitness competition. Why don't you do that?" So in his honor, I got myself in shape, back in shape, healthy, and I started competing. At 55, I was on stage in a bikini. I was competing in a fitness competition, which I've won many awards. And after competition, it's like, okay, what's next? What should I do next for my son? I realized a lot of companies had sent me clothes while I was in training, right? I would find what was wrong with them. The bras didn't fit well. The leggings didn't fit well. I'm always pulling up or pulling down. I thought, why don't I come up with something that women can wear, or men, where they don't have to keep fixing it, that it's functional, fashionable, and it will encourage people to get active. If you're already active, stay active. So I then, of course, look into it, find a designer to help put my idea, in real life, and created the brand I Am Activewear, which I'm wearing my own
you
clothes.
look wonderful.
Well, thank you. All our pieces come with materials that will stretch if you want them to stretch,
Okay.
or retract if you want them to retract. Hold where you want them to hold, or loose where you want them to loosen up.
So what's interesting to me is, first of all, the fact that you used I am, okay, and that has religious connotations.
Yes.
Most people might not know that, but it does. So for me, that's a blessing right there, okay. And when I heard it, I was like, "Great, this is really like a blessing because it's got this religious connotation." And then I guess you wear a lot of your own stuff.
Yes.
Because I saw you the other day and you were in an outfit.
Yes, that was
Okay.
mine.
Different outfit, guys. It's just the same outfit. Okay, so are you still competing?
No, I'm 60 now.
Yeah,
I
you
can't.
you were trying to tell me that you're older than me, and I knew that wasn't happening, girl.
But I'm
Okay?
not that far away
Okay.
from you. I would actually love to compete one more time. I've been encouraged by the fitness competition committee to get back on stage to show women that you can compete at any age. But right now, I'm more into helping others get in shape, and if they want to compete, I help them get on stage. But the brand, it keeps me too busy to think of getting back in the gym to work out.
Well, again, when I heard what you did and whatever, excuse me, I now can put it together because you were already in that wheelhouse. So this was in a wheelhouse, and you were competing, and things just weren't, I'm just going to guess, as comfortable for you as you would have liked them to have been.
Correct.
Okay? And it's not that you reinvented the wheel, you just made a better wheel.
I made a better wheel. I've also looked at other brands. I noticed pricing was also an issue.
Okay?
Certain brands, what you paid for each piece is what you would pay for a whole set with me. I wanted to also make it affordable. When someone wants to be active like I used to be, you spend a lot of money in workout clothes.
Oh, I can
You know,
imagine.
certain movements, certain body parts you're working out, you have to wear certain clothes for it. And so I thought, no, I have to put a lot of thinking into this. I want to make sure that it is, if someone wants to really be in the gym working out, it has to be functional for whatever they're doing. So my clothes allow that.
So, okay. So, what I'm getting, and I could be wrong, is that designing the clothes that you design really is kind of a science.
There's a science to activewear. You have to know what material works in which area of the body. Like I said, some people, they want outfits that doesn't hold them too tight. I'll give you an example. I have certain lines that has the bra, sports bra, and shorts. Some people don't mind showing off the arms, the muscles,
Right.
right? Others don't want to show that. So what I've done is you can have the sports bra, or you can have short sleeves, or you can have long sleeves. You can have sleeveless. You can have shorts if you like to show your legs, or you can have leggings. So I made sure I have a different piece in the grouping of the brand that for everyone to choose from.
Okay, so is that done for vanity a bit, or is that done because of, for lack of a better word, of science, that if you're doing this type of exercise, it should be tied around your arm or your legs or wherever?
Both. If you're working out your lower body and you're doing squatting or lunges, you want a material that moves with you 4 ways. So that's science.
Right.
So we put that in. Vanity. Some women are very happy with their abs. They want to show it off.
Right.
So I made certain clothes that shows off the abs. Others want to hide it. They're
Right.
not happy. So certain leggings comes all the way up to the waist. So yeah, so I put both in there.
I mean, I can see that there's definitely a science within that scenario.
Yes.
It's not like, hey, you're making a pair of jeans and they're going to fit you, not fit you. There's no per se science. It's either baggy or tight, but not for any reason, just that that's the way it's made. Have you seen, how long are you doing this?
2.5 years.
Okay. Have you seen changes in the industry since you started?
Yes. More other companies, other brands are not doing one size fits all anymore.
Okay.
They're seeing there's different shapes to people. So yeah, they're now catching up. I started with that. I knew there's different body types. So I had to come up with different, like I said, different materials, different clothes for different bodies. Now, certain companies are doing it, even for example, plus sizes. We don't encourage 3X, 4X, 5X. I don't encourage it. However, if somebody's going to start there, hey, guess what? I want to make clothes for them. And now other companies are doing it.
You know, here's the thing, and we always say, just because it's in fashion doesn't mean it's in fashion for you.
Sure.
But somebody who's not a size 1, 4, 7 even, can dress the part and look beautiful, okay, with the right clothes.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think that's so important, because I hate to say, but I don't want to take away the ability. I wouldn't want to see the ability taken away from them to wear leggings. Okay, but there's a way to wear them. Okay, and you as a designer have to figure out, if you're going to use those sizes, what works for people. What's the changes you see in the future for your company?
Well, it's already starting. Where I actually started selling dress online and at fitness shows. Now my brand is in boutiques, or fitness gyms. South Miami, there's a store there that carries it. Cold Springs, there's a store that carries it. And more people are reaching out to me. Once they buy my outfit and they try it, they're like, wait a minute, I'd love to sell that at my salon. I'd love that. So now I see it's getting out there more, even outside the U.S. I've been approached by boutique owners who said, my friend sent me one of your outfits. I'd love to sell it. And that's the thing. They see a difference in the materials and how it makes them feel when they wear it. You know, certain people are not too active, right? But when they wear the clothes, they don't want to stay home. Although I have a lounging line as well, too.
Okay.
But they don't want to stay home. They look at themselves and they feel good. So they want to show it off. And what are they doing? They're going shopping. They're going to do, activities. So now they're getting more active. And that's my idea. That's what made me come do this. I want people to stay healthy. It's important.
Do you look? Okay, so my wife's in the retail space for chocolate, and she does not. We have, for lack of a better word, boutique style places that sell her chocolate now.
Yes.
But she doesn't want to be in a Publix or a Winn-Dixie. She doesn't want to be in a big company. Are you choosing to be in a big company?
I've been approached by big companies.
Mm-hmm.
I won't mention them. I don't feel that's where I want to be now.
Right.
I want to stay small. I'm sure I'll grow bigger down the road. When you go that big into the big names, they're the one who's going to also make the money, not you. Yes, I'm making money. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I'm not doing this for free. But that's not my vision right now. My vision is to stay small.
I think she has the same vision, and I think when you're talking retail, and I think that when you go to a major or a big box store, I think that in her industry, it affects the quality.
It does.
Okay, and she doesn't want to affect the quality because she had the name. She all the chocolates that she makes are her custom designs, like yours are,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody can tell her what to do. Where a big box store might tell you, "Hey, you need to change this look.
Absolutely.
This is what we tell you. This is what's going to sell." And an entrepreneur, first of all, the rule of entrepreneurship is if you're an entrepreneur, you're a little crazy. If you're an entrepreneur with a brick and mortar, you're even more crazy. And if you're an entrepreneur with a brick and mortar in a food space,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know the clothing line, okay, or that industry. I just know that big box stores and places like that try to be almost like managers and control what you do and want you to do it their way. And that's when you go from being the person with the idea
Yep.
to the person who's just the puppet.
Right.
And I don't know that that's in your...
It's okay for certain things. If it's cups, plates, that's fine.
Right.
When I came up with this brand, it wasn't to put it into big stores. And yes, they do tell you to make changes because they want to charge even more money than what you're charging. So you have to change certain things.
Right.
And that's not it for me.
Right. And then I don't think that... I think the quality drops because they look for the least expensive materials.
Correct.
Okay, so if you're wearing something that's blue in a material that you know works for somebody, they're going to tell you, well, I can get this material for less.
Right.
And I don't know that you want to...
No,
ruin the quality of
no,
what you-
I need the quality to stay as is. I've had people when they try on the clothes, they said, "Oh my gosh, it feels like French silk. It feels like butter." Well, it's another skin. I want it to feel that way. I don't want it to feel rough on your body. So I made sure the material that I use is going to make people feel good when they put it on their body. So why would I want to change it, lessen it? Because the minute you do that, you take away certain things in the material.
Well, the
and
reason
you don't
people
wanna
do
that.
it bases around greed. Okay, and you know we don't want to change what we do for the money.
No.
Okay, we want to have the best out there. We want to say that we have the best out there. Even in the studio, we probably have the most up-to-date, high-tech, privately owned studio. Can we be bought out and then they'll change things and less of what we have? But you know, sometimes you just got to stand up for what you believe.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you'll get to where you need to get. It might take a little longer, but it's your work. It's what you do, and you can look at it and be proud.
That's right. And I'm very proud of what I've accomplished in the small amount of time. I came up with this to honor my son. And that's why the name is I Am Activewear. When he said to me in my dream, "I am good. Look at me,
Right.
Mom. I am good. I need you to be as well." And I don't want to change what I've created. I want to get it out there more. I want more people to wear
No,
Am
I
Active
get
wear,
that.
but I do not want to change. So for that reason, I'm going to keep crawling
Hmm.
before I start walking and
Correct.
running.
We're getting a tougher time. How do people find you? You have a website,
Yes,
which is
which is www.iamactivewear.com. So it's iamactivewear.com.
and they can purchase online.
They can purchase online. They get their items within 4 to 5 days.
Okay, and there's, I'm sure on your website's a contact us page,
Yes.
so they can email you there.
Yep.
So we don't need to give your email. You have a phone number that people
Yes.
can use.
It is 781
Okay.
535 4095. And they can actually personally get me and speak with me.
And that's why we bring people like that on, because you're not, when you call, you're not getting someone in Pakistan or Taiwan or anywhere else. You're going to get someone who knows the answers to the questions that you're going to ask. Jules, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for having me.
Everybody, we'll be right back.